Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabe. I welcome you to Human Defense System Part 2. Bingo! Without wasting any of our time, let's go directly to our quiz. Protective methods the body has to keep it safe from disease or disease-causing organism. Those are pathogens, and provides defense against the growth of cancer cells. The system is composed of the spleen, thymus gland, and lymph node. A. Immune system. B. Passive immunity. C. Vaccination. D. Inoculation. And the answer is A. Immune system. Injection containing a vaccine or a weakened form of a disease to stimulate the body to protect itself against the disease. A. Immune system. B. Passive immunity. C. Vaccination. D. Inoculation. And the answer is D. Inoculation. Process of injecting a vaccine, which acts as an antigen, into a person in order to induce immunity. This results in the production of antibodies against the antigen. A. Immune system. B. Passive immunity. C. Vaccination. D. Inoculation. And the answer is C. Vaccination. Recipient receives antiserum containing antibodies from an already immunized individual. This confers short-term immunity on that individual. For example, tetanus and newborn babies. A. Immune system. B. Passive immunity. C. Vaccination. D. Inoculation. And the answer is B. Passive immunity. The ability of the body to resist infection but does not involve the production of antibodies. A. Specific defense system. B. Vaccine. C. Natural immunity. D. Induced immunity. And the answer is C. Natural immunity. Composed of the organs of the immune system that react to the presence of antigens by producing antibodies. This confers immunity which usually lasts a long time. A. specific defense system, B, vaccine, C, natural immunity, D, induced immunity. And the answer is A, specific defense system. To give the body the ability to fight infection using antibodies that are produced by A, suffering the illness, or B, by vaccination. It can be active or passive. A, specific defense system. B, vaccine. C, natural immunity. D, induced immunity. And the answer is D, induced immunity. A suspension of living, dead, or attenuated pathogen which acts as an antigen causing the body to produce antibodies that render the body immune to infection by the specific pathogen. A, specific defense system. B, vaccine. C, natural immunity. D, induced immunity. And the answer is B, vaccine. Poisonous, malignant, noxious, highly infectious. A, immunity. B, pathogen. C, virulent. D, memory T cell. And the answer is C, virulent. The ability of the body to resist infection. A, immunity. B, pathogen. C, virulent. D, memory T cell. And the answer is A, immunity. Lymphocytes that are long-lived in the circulatory system, produced when T lymphocytes are stimulated. They remember the immunity and provide a rapid response for successive exposure to an antigen. A, immunity. B, pathogen. C, virulent. D, memory T cells. And the answer is D, memory T cells. Chemical produced by killer T cells that perforate cell membranes. Plasma or extracellular fluid can then enter the cells and cause them to swell and burst. A, immunity. B, pathogen. C, virulent. D, memory T cells. And the answer is B, pathogen. the infectious part of a virus consisting of the RNA or DNA and the protein called A. Killer T cells, B. Suppressor T cells, C. Virulent, D. Villion. And the answer is D. Villion. Lymphocytes that can hold back the immune response of B cells and other T cells, prevent the immune system from overreacting, i.e., they shut off the antibody production when an infection is under control, regulates the immune system. A. Killer T cells, B. Suppressor T cells, C. Virulent, D. Villion. And the answer is B. Suppressor T cells. Lymphocytes that attack large pathogens, for example, unicellular parasites. They destroy cancer cells and cells containing viruses, produce a chemical called penicillin that punctures cell membranes. A. Killer T cells, B. Suppressor T cells, C. Virulent, D. Villion. And the answer is A. Killer T cells. Hello friends, thank you very much for participating in Human Defense System Part 2. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. I'm Joshua Mugabe. Bye bye for now.